guys, it's your girl Alexandria Ikomoni. I'm here with the one and only Pink Sweats. How you doing today?
I'm great.
Yes, happy to have you. Actually, I'm in your space right now. We're at the concert venue where you're about to perform here in Atlanta. So how are you feeling right now with your concert coming up?
I feel amazing. I feel like this is going to be one of the best shows on the tour.
Absolutely, because it's Atlanta, right?
Yeah, Atlanta brings a different energy that just, as a performer, you just thrive on it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about it. You are here in Atlanta, from Philly, live in MIA, you're in the ATL. So when you come to the city, what do you like to do? Where do you like to go?
I like to get food. Honestly, it's no specific place. Every time I land, I hit up like my friends, like one of our friends, Rosa, she lives here.
Yeah.
We'd be like, yo, just take us to where the food is. Like, she knows what I already like. And yeah.
So what's your go-to meal? You got to give me more details.
Well, the other day, I forget the spot, but it's like a little plaza they have.
Yeah.
I went and I got some crazy good lamb chops.
Oh, yeah. Atlanta's known for lamb chops, too.
Yeah. It's hard to get them in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Like, really good ones. I had like, they big like this.
Oh, yeah.
I had like 4 of them.
No, lamb chops are good in Atlanta.
Yeah, I went crazy.
I love it. I love it. So I do have to ask a quick question. How did we get the name Pink Sweats?
Pink Sweats? Honestly, I was like just down bad financially. I bought a pair of pink sweats from H&M actually. They were just on the clearance rack. They was like the cheapest pants I could get, so I just bought them. And then like people that didn't know me, they just knew that I wore these pants all the time. So they just be like, yo, Pink Sweats. So it kind of became like a thing around the studio vibe. But honestly, yeah. I was just thinking about that as I was talking, like, dang, like I was down bad. Like my pants literally would be falling apart. Like if I'm sitting down, when I get up, you just see crumbs and sweatpants.
Oh my god,
that was hilarious.
Which I love that you went with pink sweats, not even black sweats or white sweats or gray sweats. You just went pink.
Yep.
And that was maybe like your signature color. Like a lot of your clothes that you put, like when you're putting pictures on social media, it's all pink, and we love it.
I feel like it's easy in the sense of like when you're like, for me, I'm born on Valentine's Day. I make all these love songs, so I feel like it just all. I wish that I could say I orchestrated it. I feel like it's just God ordained, like just things just falling in line where you be like, man, you couldn't even have put all of this together.
100%.
Myself, at least.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so we are on tour right now. Atlanta's one of the first few stops that you're doing, so we're super excited to have you in studio or at the concert venue. But tell me more about how it's been on the Welcome Home tour so far.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
The love, just like the support. Like, you know, I'm an independent artist, so it's just, I feel like it hits like 10 times harder when you're like self-funded. Like everything, I pay for everything. Like, so it's like when you pay for everything in the beginning, sometimes you always just like, all right, man, I just hope somebody show up. Because like I just put all this money up.
Right.
And yeah, I've just feeling like a lot of love and a lot of support. And just people just been reminding me while I'm doing this, for real.
Yeah. Which is amazing. And by the way, the crowd out there, they're so ready to see you. So the love is really in the building. But I do have to ask, do you have any traditions or like things you must do before you perform when you're on tour? Give me the inside scoop.
No, not really. I just like to talk and have good conversation with my guys, the band, my girl, whoever's around. We usually just talk because that keeps me distracted from like taking myself too serious.
Yeah.
But I feel like then I start getting really nervous. And like, I feel like I perform best when I'm loose.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we just chit-chatting, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on? Boom.
We need the good energy to keep on rolling, right?
When it's quiet and everybody, I'm like, all right, now I'm thinking too much.
So we'll keep the good vibes going until you go on stage, which we love. But also for the fans who have not seen you on tour yet, on this particular tour, right? Because we're in the beginning dates. What can they expect on this tour?
Oh man, just real talent. And I'm not even just talking about myself, but like my band.
Yeah.
Like I feel like sometimes people are watching the show and they have no idea that a lot of the show is not even rehearsed. Like we just flowing. Like I'll just start singing random songs, and my band, we've been working together for so long. Like everybody can just move so flawlessly, where you're like, he just saying that's not in the show. Like that has to be in the show.
Yeah.
So just the talent and the rawness of the show. I feel like you don't really get that a lot these days because everything's computerized. You got auto tune on everything, even the live shows now. So it's like we just stripping it down, and it feels like home. Like to me, it felt like I'm at my crib. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the draw for the audience. Is like I want them to feel like they got to know me a little better than they did.
Yeah.
I want them to feel like, yo, you can go in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a drink. You know what I'm saying? You family now. Like, we welcome home type vibe.
And that's literally what the story is about. Welcome home, like you're saying. Just being family, being friends, having fun on the couch and chilling with your homies. So I do love that. Okay, I want to talk about love for a second. You mentioned you're born on Valentine's Day. Make good, great music for lovers as well. We know you're married to a beautiful lady, by the way. So let's talk about romance and honestly, good music for Valentine's Day. Do have a first question for you. Out of all your songs that you have really produced and put out there, what do you feel like is a song everybody should have in their V-Day playlist that you have made?
In their birthday playlist?
No, V-Day, Valentine's Day.
Honesty.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like Honesty is.
Tell me more. Why do you think so? That's like one of your biggest hits.
I feel like Honesty is just like a human song. It's like it just touches everybody all across the board, every religion, every gender, whatever. It's just like everybody wants to be loved. Yeah. And I feel like even if you have somebody like listen to a song like that, it just for some reason can make you feel even more loved. That like you found somebody you can connect with. Yeah. And if you're not in love, it's like, yo, you have a little bit more faith. They're like, yo, I think I can find somebody or somebody will find me.
It's on the way. We all want love, hopefully, all of us. And it's fine. Like, you'll find your person if you haven't, right? Hopefully, right? Okay, so let's talk about Love Day really quick. Your birthday. So how does that go in your household? Does wifey spoil you more, or do you do more things for her, or what does V-Day look like in your house?
Honestly, I feel like in the beginning we tried to like force it to be like, all right, we have to do it this that way. But really, I feel like she just ends up celebrating me. And then depending on if I'm like super busy, I'll do it something for her that day or the next day.
I love that. I love
that. But I try to make sure she just feels special.
And we can tell by social media too. Like you do spoil your wife, which is beautiful to see.
Yeah, it's mutual. I feel like she makes sure I'm straight and I make sure she good.
That's good. That's good. So you two have a good system going on. But what is one thing that you feel like men should be doing? What should they be doing for their ladies to show love and appreciation? Typically around Valentine's Day. What are your thoughts?
I mean, you mean in the sense of romance?
Yeah.
I think you should be ahead of it. You should be trying to see what are the things that they enjoy, and talk it out way in advance. That way you can kind of make a note. Yeah. Like, what I mean, especially the world economy is crazy, so you can kind of plan a little bit. You're not like just throwing something together. You're like, oh, I remember when she said this. Yeah. My wife been teaching me that because like she listens to me, so she teaches me how to listen to her. Cause like she'll just do things that I was casually talking. I'm like, well, how do you know I wanted this? She's like, I'm like, that's how you do it. So now I gotta learn. She teaching me by not telling me, right, but showing me. Yes, like this is how you do that.
That is beautiful. I do love that. So for the ladies, tell us something. Top 3 gifts that we should be giving our men for Valentine's Day. Your thoughts?
That's difficult. I'm not a gift receiving person.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I'll be like, my girl, like, what do you want? I'm like, I really don't want anything. Like, I'm alive and healthy. Okay. I'm good.
So more so experiences or like memories making together is more your vibe, or?
I mean, just chilling. Yeah. Like we could go to like super expensive restaurant or we can go to Red Lobster and just like as long as we together, we vibing, like we'll go anywhere. Like we'll literally be like, let's just hit Red Lobster right quick, and we don't even really eat anything. We're just chilling, talking, laughing. Might, eat an edible or something.
I love it.
Yeah.
Just vibe.
Where I feel like when you get to a certain stage in your relationship, it's not even about things and stuff. Like those are just additives, but it's just like strictly like, yo, I'm spending time with you. Yeah. Like, yo, I'm obsessed with you, you're obsessed with me. So just the mere fact that we're together,
that's it.
Wherever we go is a vibe.
Quality time. We love to see it. We love to see it. Okay, so when the tour ends, what does your time look like? Are we relaxing? Are we working on an album? Because we know Pink Moon, we have Pink Planet. Like, what's up? What are we doing after the tour ends? Please.
So I'm working on music now.
Okay.
Like, while we're on the tour, that's the play. Because as soon as I'm done, this tour, I gotta go overseas and do some not necessarily tour stuff, but I got a bunch of shows, private shows. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
Okay. Working on music. Are we getting a single this year? Because I know we got some singles last year.
Oh yeah, it's about to be a lot of music. I feel like I've had so many songs. I'm just sitting on so much music that it just got overwhelming to just keep holding on to it. Like, me and the team, it's just like, you gotta put this out, like, cause I'll be playing it on the bus, cause I'm trying to see what people think. Yeah. Like, nah, this has to come out. So now I'm just juiced up. I'm like, nah, I'm about to start just dropping records crazy.
Perfect. Are we talking spring, summer?
Like, honestly, probably sooner than you could think. Like, probably before the tour's over, I'll probably drop a song.
I love it. Okay, great. So we have that information. We're waiting on that drop. But also want to know, because you've had some great collaborations in the past. I mean, from Tori Kelly to Black. I mean, the list really does go on. Yeah. Do you have any, like, special collaborations you want to do this year? Or, we're kind of vibing and just kind of seeing how it all works out?
That's a great question. I feel like this year, I just want to work with everybody who is the best. Yeah. It's not rather I'm like a fan of them or anything. It's just like, I'm at the point in my career where I want to learn from people who are further than me. Yeah. Whether I'm like a personal fan or not, I'm taking that off the table, because, artists, we're we have our own preferences and things, and I feel like sometimes those preferences can keep you from learning certain things, as far as like being a songwriter, which is my first passion. Yeah. I really want to dive into that a lot more and just work with a lot of cool artists who are like really pushing the needle.
Which would be nice. Okay, we're just gonna wait and see what happens this year. We have a lot of great collaborations already. It's like kind of hard to like continuously top that, but we'll see what's coming. Yeah. So last up, by the way, 2025, we're still at the beginning of the year. What are some things you really want to accomplish or see happen this year? I feel like you have the juices flowing, like you know what you want.
Yeah, I know. I feel like as an artist, my first goal is to be free. I feel like I've been kind of free, but not fully free, and I feel like my freedom is, hey, when I make a song, if I like it, I'm putting it out. Yeah. I'm not gonna overthink it and be like, oh well, I don't know this. It's like, no, it's music. It's coming out. I want to build more with the community of people that support me. And I'm figuring out the avenues to do those things, which is, it's fun. It's like a fun experience because I'm falling in love with the process all over again.
I love that. And leave one last word for the people, especially independent artists. What are some advice or words of encouragement or wisdom you want to leave to those who are looking to do independent?
Oh, if you want to be independent, you got to be prepared to learn and to execute. So the things you're learning, you have to be prepared to execute those things you're learning. And you also have to, I see Cujo over there. You have to be willing to put your ego to the side to truly be free. I feel like the ego can, for a lot of artists, be a prison. So you have to be willing to put your ego to the side to be an amazing independent artist. And if you're going to be independent, my suggestions, travel. You understand how the world comes together, and you understand how small you are in the role of the globe. So you kind of just, that will help you put your ego to the side. Like, yo, you know what? Like, why am I thinking so much? Like, nobody's thinking about me 24/7. Let me just put this music out. If they love it, they love it.
Yeah. And if not, at least you can appreciate what you put out
there. Yeah. And also be ready to spend some money.
That's it. It's not cheap, right?
It's not going to be cheap. Yeah. You're going to have some nights where you're like, all right, hold on. How much? Dang.
Right. I get it. Yeah. It's not cheap to be in the music business, especially independent, but we do appreciate the work that independent artists really do.
For sure, yeah. The business is built on independent artists.
Absolutely. Yeah. Any last words you want to leave with the people?
keep showing love. And if you're at the tour, if you're coming to the tour, I don't know when this is dropping, but from me to you, welcome home.
I love it. I love it. Once again, Alexandria Ikomoni, iHeartRadio with Pink Sweats.
Yeah, Okari. I think that's what they say in Japan. In Japan, they say Okari.